memorial gardens, or memory gardens, which is like in notes coming from Kerouac's funeral in Lowell. Leaving for the funeral, passing Memory Garden Cemetery near Albany. Memory Garden, covered with yellow leaves and morning rain. Quel déluge! He threw up his hands and wrote, "The universe don't exist," and died to prove it. Full moon over Ozone Park. Bus rushing through dust to Manhattan. Jack the Wizard in his grave at Lowell for the first night. That Jack through whose eyes I saw smog glory light gold over Manhattan's spires will never see these chimneys smoking anymore over statues of Mary in the graveyard. Black misted canyons rising over the bleak river. Bright doll-like ads for Esso bread. Replicas multiplying beards. Farewell to the cross. Eternal fixity. The big-headed, wax-painted Buddha doll, pale, resting in coffin. Empty-skulled New York streets. Starveling phantoms filling city. Wax dolls walking Park Avenue. Light gleam in eyeglass. Voice echoing through microphone. Nostalgia for innocent World War II. Grand Central sailor's arrival 2 decades later, feeling melancholy. A million corpses running across 42nd Street. Glass buildings rising higher, transparent aluminum, artificial trees, robot sofas, ignorant cars. One-way street to heaven. Gray subway roar. A wrinkled, brown-faced fellow with swollen hands leans to the blinking plate glass mirroring white poles. The heavy car sways on tracks uptown to Columbia. Jack no more will step off at Penn Station, anonymous erranded, eat sandwich and drink beer near New Yorker Hotel, or walk under the shadow of Empire State. Didn't we stare at each other length of the car and read headlines in faces through newspaper holes? Sexual cocked and horny-bodied young. Look at beauteous Rambo and sweet Jenny riding to class from Columbus Circle. And here the kindly dope fiend lived. And the redneck sheriff beat the long-haired boy on the ass. 103rd Street, Broadway. Me in hell, abused for sidewalk begging 25 years ago. Can I go back in time and lay my head on a teenage belly upstairs on 110th Street? Or step off the iron car with Jack at the blue tiled Columbia sign? At last, the old brown station where I had a holy vision been rebuilt. Clean ceramic over the scum and spit and cum of quarter century. Saki, wani, choi, baki. Cup-bearing kid, where's the wine? Flying to Maine in a trail of black smoke, Kerouac's obituary, conserved, Times, front paragraph. Empire State in heaven, sunset red. White mist in old October over the biggin trees of Bronx. There's too much to see. Jack saw sunset red over Hudson horizon 2, 3 decades back. 39, 49, 59, 69. John Holmes pursed his lips, wept tears. Smoke plumed up from Oceanside chimney. Plane roars toward Montauk, stretched in red sunset. Northport, Long Island, down there in the trees, Jack drank rock gut and made haikus of birds tweedling on his porch rail at dawn. Fell down and saw death's golden light in Florida garden a decade ago. Now taken utterly, soul upward and body down in wood coffin and concrete slab box. I threw a kissed handful of damp earth down on the stone lid and sighed, looking in Creeley's one eye. Peter, sweet, holding a flower, Gregory toothless, bending his knuckle to cinema machine. And that's the end of the drabble-tongued poet who sounded his cock rough throughout the Northwest Passage. Blue dusk over Saybrook, home sits down to dine, Victorian. And Time has a 10-page spread on homosexual fairies. Well, while I'm here, I'll do the work. And what's the work? To ease the pain of living. Everything else, drunken dumb show.